A survey of 17 police services across Canada has found that the crime rate during the pandemic is down by nearly a fifth compared to the same period last year. But Hamilton's deputy chief of police says he doesn't believe that's the case in his city. Ben Ingram has more.
Nationally, they believe that since COVID, police services have seen a reduction of 17%.
Deputy Chief Frank Bergen says Hamilton's crime stats don't line up with a new report from Stats Canada. It found a 17% drop in the overall rate of police-reported crime and an increase in service calls during the first 6 months of the pandemic. But Bergen thinks that doesn't match what he's seeing in Hamilton.
No, I'm not surprised to see that. We do have some numbers that are troubling, and our actual domestic occurrences right now have grown by a little over 4%.
Bergen says the overall number of calls are down, but calls for assisting ambulances, people in crisis, noise complaints, suspicious persons, and family troubles are all up. The deputy chief explains Hamilton's overall fewer calls for service is partly due to a drastic drop in the number of car crashes.
People working from home, people just not on the roadway, as you remember, but that has come back. So those numbers are going to change.
Bergen expects by the end of the year, the number of calls will end up about the same as 2019.
We wanted to make it much easier for our community to report. So we've expanded our use of our online reporting portal.
He says that expanded online reporting has freed up more officers to proactively enforce the law, possibly resulting in more criminal charges, while the high number of shootings this year has added to the crime tally.
That adds that extra stress on the community, but also the stress on response to calls for service. And so I'm not surprised by the numbers.
So far this year, police say there have been 41 shootings with 22 victims. Last year, for the entirety of 2019, there were 47 shootings and 25 people injured. Now, it's worth noting that when the police say there's been a drastic reduction in the number of car crashes in our city, they mean it. It's down 22%. Back to you.